Hello guys, it is me, Joe LC, back with another makeup look for you all, and today we are going to be doing a full face of Catrice Cosmetics. They were kind enough to send me a bunch of product, and I actually want to see if I can do a full face using their products. So without further ado, if you are not following me on Instagram and on TikTok, make sure that you are at It's Me, Joe LC, and make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all future uploads. Hello everybody, how are y'all? You guys are joining me behind the scenes right now. I'm filming for YouTube. So like I said in the beginning of the video, Catrice Cosmetics was kind enough to send me just about everything that you could imagine. They sent me an eyeshadow palette, they sent me a foundation, concealer, face and eye primers, setting spray. So very little do I not have from them to go ahead and complete a full look. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get into a full face of Catrice Cosmetics. All right, so like I always do, I always start out with my eyeshadow first. So I'm gonna go in with the Catrice Cosmetics Eye Foundation. This is waterproof eyeshadow primer, and it says matte on it. I don't know if it's that they have like a dewy one or a pearlescent one, but it looks like this might come in a specific shade. This says 010 as strong as you are. And let's see here. So this already is reminding me of, I have you all on live here, by the way. This is reminding me already of the Urban Decay potion, just with having a little doe foot inside of a tube. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of the Urban Decay potion. Almost a little drier than it. Okay, there's definitely like almost like a silky, powdery feel. Just gonna put a little bit more and make sure that I put enough and just make sure it's, you know, good. All right, so now that we have the lids all primed, and I am not used to this type of eye primer because normally my eye primers are almost very concealer-like. You know, I can see them visually. With this one, I can't really see it as much, so I'm gonna pray that this works well. Sorry. I know y'all love that stuff. I don't get why people love that, but yay, y'all love that. So now what I'm gonna go in with you all is the Catrice Cosmetics Orchid Dusk eyeshadow palette. So this here, it almost reminds me of a Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, if I'm being honest with you. So this is actually really cute. This is really, really cute. I mean, you're getting a good amount of pans, a decent color range, I feel, especially for like the neutral plum, kind of just like that natural smoldery kind of look. All right, so the first shade that we're gonna go ahead and dip into is this bottom brown shade here. And I'm using my Morphe M514, my tried and true. By the way, the mirror in here is actually decent quality. It's, you know, not foggy or anything like that, which is great. I'm nervous. Oh wow, the primer's actually working. This is crazy. Wow. And all I'm doing, you all, is taking this and putting it into the outer corner and just kind of positing that, building out some depth. I'm thinking about doing a little bit of a halo moment. So let's, what do you all think? I'm gonna let y'all vote right now. Halo it is. Now we're just gonna go ahead and deposit that into the inner corner. I'm just shocked at how well this eyeshadow primer works. I'm so used to working with those eyeshadow primers that feel like concealers. I'm just not used to this. Like, that is insane. I'm sorry, I'm just like geeking out over this. So now I'm gonna dip into this top corner shade here, which is like this mauvey berry purple kind of moment. So we're gonna go into that. I'm using a P. Louise number 121 blending brush for this. And I'm just gonna use this to diffuse the edges of this and blend this out, give it some color. Like, look at this rusty eye moment. Oh, it's so pretty. So now I'm just going ahead and taking that shade, bridging these two sides together and just diffusing, diffusing, diffusing. It's like my key word, diffusing. If you have mature textured eyes, I would definitely recommend maybe trying this out, because I feel like these types of eyeshadow primers lend themselves well to be invisible, undetectable, but still very effective at keeping eyeshadow pigments true to color and there and in place from not creasing. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe M514 that I went in with that brown shade, and I'm just gonna reinforce that depth, make sure that that brown isn't lost. Go along the brow bone contour and just really make sure that that's defined. Now with the Morphe M433, I'm thinking about putting this shimmer here right onto the brow bone. So let's go ahead and do that. And as always, to make sure that your hue wasn't lost over or under that shimmer, Just make sure that you go over with your transition shade over your shimmer. Now that we've done most of the eye area, let's go ahead and just do the halo. I'm gonna grab a flat packer brush like this, and we're gonna go ahead and dip into this shade right here. It's a beautiful shimmer. It's almost like this berry rose gold shimmer. And we're just gonna deposit that on the edges of where that little peekaboo is, on both the inner and outer corner. Now taking a synthetic brush, just a flat tip brush here. This is the one from P. Louise from their Acid Rain collection. We're just gonna take something like this, and I'm gonna take this shimmer here and start kind of carving that halo moment. Down the center. Now for this particular step, I am gonna stray away from, actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I forgot I had a light Catrice Cosmetics concealer. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and cut that halo perfectly using the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer by Catrice Cosmetics. This is in the shade Rosy Ash 050. There's a very light floral but clean scent to this. I don't think it's too overwhelming or anything, but there's definitely a smell. Putting that onto that P. Louise brush. So I'm just gonna take a loose pigment, because usually for my halo eyes, I do like to go with something that's very glitzy, something very reflective. And naturally that's not in this palette, so I'm just gonna stray away for one quick second just to get something popping on these lids. And I'm gonna be using the J. LaRue Halo Loose Pigment. This stuff is amazing and I've been hooked on it. All right, so now that we have the eyes pretty much done with the exception of the lower lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my base. So Catrice Cosmetics did send me a Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer, Goodbye Pores, Long-Lasting Soft Focus Effect. Velvet Smooth Primer with soft focus effect makes pores and fine lines invisible. Use alone or under makeup for long-lasting, flawless finish, dermatologically tested. So let's see. Oh, we love her little safety seal. We love to see it. This component actually reminds me of the Smashbox. I actually used to love using a Smashbox poreless primer that literally comes in a component almost identical to this. So, all right, the consistency is, you know, like almost like silicone-y, but not. Okay. All right. All right, let's give it a whirl. We won't know unless we try it. Okay, I can definitely see the reduction of texture. I can definitely see that. I can definitely. So let's show y'all. Here is with the primer. Okay, with the primer, and here's without. So y'all, I am thoroughly impressed with this primer. Definitely reduces texture. Definitely, I can see that soft focus effect happening. I feel like it even took some years off my skin, and I'm young, but damn. All right, you all, so now I'm gonna take the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It says it lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying with a second skin effect. So it says lightweight and non-oily texture that feels like a second skin, provides a long-lasting full coverage without mask effect, and creates an even complexion with high definition, in quotes, finish for camera-ready skin. Dermatologically tested, shake well before use. I think I used this in my last video, but nonetheless, or one of my videos previously. So I did like this, it wasn't too bad, and we're gonna go ahead and use it again today. This is in the shade 060 Latte Macchiato Beige. I feel like all of these foundation shades love to name me latte. I must be a latte. I don't even drink coffee, and I'm a latte. All right. Taking that onto my Beauty Bakery Sophisticate Stippling Brush. Just gonna go ahead and apply that onto the skin now that it's primed. So definitely is giving a bit of that second skin effect. You can definitely see that there's a soft focus effect, like it's saying, you know, it's definitely leading up to exactly what it says it does. It's doing it. I only took like half a, I'm gonna call this just a dollop, you know, one of these vial squirts. That may be way too much now. I feel like this also self-sets. Now that we've applied that foundation, I'm just gonna blend that into the hairline a little bit because I just gave myself a haircut. So your boy's baldy now on the sides, and we gotta make sure that we don't look like we're wearing a mask because the scalp usually never gets sun. And so naturally, he is a white man on the scalp. All right, so now that we have that foundation nice and laid out, I'm gonna be going in with the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade Latte Macchiato 060. So I've actually used this concealer a couple times, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of it because it's lightweight, but it is so pigmented. I love it so much. So now, normally I would contour with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 358 Latte, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick to the full face as much as I can. So I'm gonna be using the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformer Drops, and these are darkening drops. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add a little bit to like the concealer that they gave me, or to the foundation, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that like I normally would, you know, with my contour. Actually, this might work as is. Let's try it. That works. That works. As you can see, that just blends seamlessly. I'm using a Morphe E8, by the way, to blend that out and just give me just a subtle bit of contour. As you can see, that's working just fine. And I'm applying that with a Morphe M224. Just gonna apply a little bit there. Morphe E8, we're gonna blend that out very strategically, but we're gonna blend that out. Boom, and just like that. Boom, bada boom, boom, boom. Boom, bada bum, boom, bada bum, bang. So they sent me a blush. I don't think it's in my shade though. It does say it's water and sweat proof, which is amazing. This is in the shade 060 Bronze. Let me do a swatch. Yeah, for a blush, that might be a little too subtle. So I'm gonna go in with the Made by Mitchell Peach Sugar, which is a liquid blush, and it won't disrupt anything that's going on here. To blend that out, I am just using a Moda brush. Next thing I'm gonna do now, y'all, is the highlight. So I'm gonna go in with, I think, this lightest shade here. Now I'm gonna go in with this bottom shade here. And we're gonna go ahead and apply that as a highlight. I'm gonna be using a Morphe M510 to go ahead and do that, because we wanna be very strategic about how we place this. And that's going on there pretty nice, like a nice little subtle glow. That looks so good. I'm gonna low light it for you all. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. We love being good and surprised by some good beauty product, girl. Oh, it's so satisfying. And when it's cheap, even more satisfying. Period. All right, so the one thing I did not receive anything of for sure was any lip liners or any lip product from Catrice, at least thus far. So I'm gonna be going in with my Lime Crime Velveteen lip liner in the shade Platform, and then we're gonna go ahead and follow up with the shade Apple in Lime Crime's Lip Blaze. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and pop some mascara onto these eyes so that our eyes don't look so barren over here. And I'm gonna be using the Morphe Make It Big Bold Black Mascara. And this is just gonna get a lot of product on there in a very short amount of time. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so you all, this is pretty much the final look, you know? I didn't put any lashes on because I really wanted to keep it as much to just a face of Catrice as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and lock this all in with the Catrice Cosmetics Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Prepares the skin, improves makeup wear, refreshes complexion. And it says lightweight and quick drying spray that can be used for setting makeup, as a primer, and as a refreshment. It improves makeup wear and leaves a dewy glow finish. Directions: shake well before use, hold bottle 30 centimeters. We're not gonna measure 30 centimeters. You should have just told us like a dick size or something like that away from our face, and spray evenly. All right, let's do it. hope that's 30 centimeters, bitch. All right, you all, so this is the final look. So hopefully you all like it and love it. And if you do, make sure that you go ahead and give Catrice Cosmetics all of your support and love. From what they sent me in their note, they are available at some select Ulta stores, Ulta.com, Amazon, and on CatriceCosmetics.com. And they are cruelty-free apparently, so definitely give them a gander. They are very budget-friendly, and I have to say, every single one of the products that I've used today from them has been extremely effective. So, like I always like to sign off in my videos, if you did love this look, make sure that you give it a thumbs up below, smash that thumbs up below, and also go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of every single video I upload. And if you're not already, make sure that you are following me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, because there's some exclusive content that comes that way. So, without further ado, if you are having a shitty or horrible week, I hope it's a better weekend. And if you are having a terrible weekend, I hope it's a better week. And until next time, bye.